Fans were at the Goldstone ground for the visit of the leaders. Paul Royal reports.
There never seems to be a dull season for Swindon Town fans, and a large contingent from Wiltshire were eager to see their side take on Brighton, and they were in a confident mood.
I think they're going to get a victory. They might concede one goal, but they can score plenty more than they let in, so I think we'll get a result today.
I think we'll win easy. We're playing very, very well, and no team to touch us.
What do you think the score will be?
3-1.
Steve McMahon's team arrived at the Goldstone ground as the country's highest scorers and as the outstanding side in the second division so far this season. To stop them, Brighton were hoping centre-back Paul McCarthy could do a Chris Sutton or Paul Warhurst and turn into a centre-forward. And after a strong run by fullback Ian Chapman, it was McCarthy who almost made the early breakthrough for the Seagulls. It was a case of what might have been for Brighton, because 1 minute later Swindon struck. A disputed but quickly taken free kick by Steve McMahon, and Steve Finney finished with style in the 17th minute. 6 minutes later, McMahon, as a player at least, was out of the game after turning his ankle. But it gave a chance for Paul Allen, Swindon's new signing from Southampton, to make his debut for the Robins. Soon after, Brighton also lost an influential player when the injured Steve Foster was replaced by Stuart Tuck. But Tuck made an unhappy start when his error let in Finney for his and Swindon's second in the 37th minute. 7 minutes later and the visitors scored again. This time it was Kevin Horlock who turned and made no mistake to put Swindon 3-0 up at half-time. 8 minutes after the break, there were thoughts of a Brighton revival. Junior McDougall struck with some help from Swindon's Ian Culverhouse to give the home fans some hope. And Brighton plugged away as Swindon went down a gear, and Albion might have pulled another back when McCarthy and McDougall both had chances. But there was no spectacular comeback for Liam Brady's side, who are now in the relegation zone, while Steve McMahon's team are top and look favourites for the second division title.
That's all down to the players themselves. They've worked tirelessly from the word go from the start of the season. It's hard work, and it's paying dividends at the moment. But we can't rest at that. We've got to make sure we keep going and grind results out when we need to.
We've got to keep our morale up. There's an awful long way to go. When I inherited this job, we were in a worse position with, I think, probably a weaker set of players. So I've just got to keep morale up. Things will turn for us. As long as they keep giving the effort, things are bound to turn.
So Swindon now have a commanding 5-point lead at the top. Crewe move above Blackpool into second place. Notts County go fourth. Only Hull are now below Brighton at the bottom. Other strugglers, Bristol City and Shrewsbury, both won yesterday. Well, our studio guest today is Paul Walsh of Portsmouth, who's got the inside track on Swindon. Is this right? You and Steve McMahon used to room at Man City?
Yeah, that's right, we did.
Dish the dirt, go on.
Well, the only thing that used to annoy me about Macca was when he used to leave all his hair in my brush. That's what used to annoy me, really.
Seriously, though, he's done great stuff at Swindon. He's had the courage to make it his own team as well.
That's right. I think when he sold Fjortoff, a few eyebrows were raised all over the place, and it was a bit of a surprise, or a shock, I should say, really. But he had the courage to do that, because he was their main goal scorer at the time. They didn't manage to avoid the drop, but he's put his own side together this season and they're flying.
And knowing him, it's probably got staying power as well, this side.
Yeah, I mean, Macca's a very single-minded type of guy, and he'll, do what he thinks right at the time, and he'll, do it all his own way.